Ukraine could launch preemptive strike against North Korean forces if it had sufficient long-range weapons, President Volodymyr Zelensky has stated. However, allies continue to delay resolving this issue. Partners are also slow to react decisively to the deployment of North Korean troops in Russia and their potential involvement in the war against Ukraine. If there is no firm response to Pyongyang's provocative intervention, it will only encourage Putin to reinforce the North Korean contingent at the front, the president of Ukraine believes.
Putin перевіряє реакцію Заходу.
Putin is testing the West's reaction, testing NATO's countries' responses and also checking South Korea's reaction. I believe that after evaluating these responses, Putin will make a decision to increase the troop presence. Today he acts like a sapper. I recently mentioned this to journalists. He is like a sapper in a minefield, assessing what will happen if he deploys this contingent. If nothing occurs, and I consider the current reaction to be negligible, effectively zero, then the number of North Korean soldiers on our territory will increase.
The Kremlin urgently needs to compensate for significant losses on the front. For Putin, DPRK soldiers are merely a resource. However, according to analysts at the Institute for the Study of War, the partnership between those two dictatorial regimes could have serious consequences.
The implications of a long-term alignment between Russia and North Korea extend far beyond the battlefield in Ukraine and may have long-term impacts on the stability of the Korean Peninsula and Asia-Pacific region, from an Institute for the Study of War report. South Korea understands that aiding Ukraine is beneficial for them at this moment because it also protects South Korea and is advantageous for Asia. I believe North Korea made a significant mistake in deciding to engage in conflict and support Russia because it will have adverse consequences for them.
According to the main Directorate of Intelligence of the Ukrainian Defense Ministry, Russia has transferred over 7,000 North Korean troops from Primorsky Krai to areas bordering Ukraine. They have been supplied with mortars, assault rifles, sniper rifles, anti-tank missile systems, and grenade launchers. However, experts state that there is no need to fear that North Korean soldiers will have a significant impact on the situation, as the North Korean army lacks real combat experience.
I expect them to be there primarily to learn how to collaborate, how a large army can organize itself. Particularly in this war, there are new elements like drones which North Korea previously lacked, but now they are realizing their importance. I believe they also want to gain a better understanding of how to use these drones to target their neighbors, specifically South Korea.
South Korea recognizes the level of threat posed by North Korea. Seoul has agreed with Washington to enhance cooperation in defense technology. Moreover, the two countries recently conducted joint exercises, for the first time using attack drones. If Moscow does deploy DPRK soldiers on the front line, South Korea is considering various scenarios to assist Ukraine.
The world must closely monitor the evolving military cooperation between these two countries. In light of their actions, we will need to make appropriate decisions. Specific details cannot be disclosed at this time, but actions will be taken based on various scenarios.
The US is eager to prevent any enhancement of military cooperation between Russia and North Korea. Washington has reached out to Beijing, urging it to facilitate the return of North Korean troops to their permanent deployment sites, according to the New York Times. Journalists citing sources noted that China is not pleased with the growing partnership between Russia and North Korea at all. Reported by Bastun Katerina Mikita Skoblikov, UATV News.